Hello, guys. Hello. Hello, guys. How are you guys doing? Hello, everyone. Please let me know if you're live with us. Fermi, hi, how you doing? I'm so sorry for tuning in late, guys. I had to arrange some things. Hi, Omoyeni. How you doing? So yeah, Casey, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Glad you can hear. So hello, everyone. Hope you guys are doing fine. How is your weekend going? Hope it's going all right. So please, if you know anyone that would like to join us or is interested in this topic, please try and send them a link to this um live, or you can share it on all your social media platforms. Please do that for me. I'll be glad. So yeah. So we already know the topic now. We're talking about pro-life, pro-choice. Pro-life versus pro-choice. Should abortion be available to all? ah, I don't even know. So, anyways, let's wait for others to join. Maybe let's give them like 5 minutes more. So, how are you guys doing? Faramia, what's up? How are you? Hope you're doing fine. Casey, hello. How you doing? Omoyeni, what's up? Hope you're doing all right. So yeah, please share it on all your social media platform. And if you're yet to click the like button, please do that. Make sure you do so that I can send a message to YouTube that we are live and so others can see it and they can tune in with us. So yeah, I have a lot of questions because today I'm a learner. Me, I am a learner today because I don't know anything. I don't. With a find wife, God will provide for you. Keep praying. Don't worry. You will find a good thing. Find a you find. I don't know what. We find a wife, find a good thing, and find favor in the house, in the law, in the face or in the front of the Lord. Then don't worry. You will get one soon. Don't worry. And you too, not the close eyes to people. There are some. I'm sure there are some girls that are like waiting for you to contact them, but maybe you are doing this to a whole photographer like you. All those fine girls that used to snap pictures. So no, you're telling me none of them is interested. Bros, like tell them that you give them free what is it called? Before I go and be advertising boom, let me remove my boom this thing. So tell them you give them free photo shoots. Touch Entertainment, how you doing? Hope you're doing fine. And now why we define now? Don't worry, God will provide. I will join you. Before I promise you, I'll join you prayer. I'm not joining you any prayer, but anytime I see you, I'll remember. I'll say a word of prayer for you to the Lord. Please share it to your friends, share it on your social media, every social media platform you have. Please share it so that people can know we are live now and they continue with us because we'll soon start. I was late too, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. Anyways, so we're talking about pro-life, pro-choice. Please try and I want to know if you guys understand the meaning of pro-life, pro-choice in the first place. God forbid, my eye open gidigba. Okay, I hope you guys understand the meaning of pro-life, pro-choice. Please, can somebody explain to me? Oh, I'm glad you're fine. Touch Entertainment. Uh, oh Lord, I'm trying to wait for more people to tune in. Anyways, I think we'll start. So, what do you guys think pro-life, pro-choice is? I want to understand what is pro-life, what is pro-choice. Pro-life is it iPhone? Which iPhone? Oh, no, it's not iPhone. No, please, somebody should tell us what do you guys think pro-life, pro-choice is. Oh yeah, let me pin down the comments for you guys to call in. I'm going to get that now. 1 minute. Etu Titi, Etu Titi, Abby. Happy 8:50. Uh, so yeah, today we have some interesting set of people that they are going to call in live, and I really trust their judgments. And please let us respect every each other's opinion. Because somebody's pro-life or pro-choice, that doesn't mean they are another set of person in life. It's just based on their experience or based on their beliefs or orientation. That's why they are choosing this particular choice of theirs. So please let's respect each other's opinion. That's all I will have to say. So yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've the the comments, the link for the calling is live is on the comment section. So if you want to call in, please do call in. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to try and pin it down. So Farami says, for abortion or against abortion? Mm, yeah, but yes, pro-life is practically against abortion, but pro-choice, I would say pro-choice is against abortion from my understanding and from my research, and even from the word. So please, can any other person explain to us what they believe pro-life, pro-choice is? I would really love to. This is why we're doing life. If I don't want to hear you guys' opinion, I won't decide to do life, or I won't decide to come and sit down and decide to talk. I want to get people's opinion. I want to also let's chat, let's talk to each other, let's understand each other's perspective, let's know where someone is coming from, and that because I believe your system, your surroundings form your beliefs, and your religion and your cultural background forms your beliefs. So I want to see how everyone thinks. I want to be able to know, yeah, sometimes I'm wrong and sometimes you guys are right. So we'll be able to know. Oh, yeah, right of woman to terminate her pregnancy. Yes, you're kind of right. Pro-choice is kind of a way, like it's a choice. Like she should not be held down to the fact that she wants to abort, and if she decides to, she can. If she decides not to, she cannot. She whatever choice she choose to do, that's a problem. That's a business, I believe. Chima Kalu, welcome. Pro-choice entertains the option of abortion, correct? Yeah, it entertains the option of abortion. But for pro-life says you should keep the child. You should keep the child. And even pro-life, I believe there are some people under pro-life that still have this notion of it depends on the situation. Some people can be pro-life, but they believe like when it comes to certain situation, yeah, you can choose to opt for the option of abortion. In this case, we're going to discuss about it as we go on. So yes, Fermi, you're right. And Chimakalu, you're also right. So others, please, I would like to know what you guys think also. Let me know. And if you want to call in, please click on the comment is pinned down. So make sure you click on it and try and call in. And please click the like button to if you're yet to do that, please click on it, give it a thumbs up, please. And if you're new yet, welcome and thank you for tuning in. And please subscribe to Life Clue. We do this every Saturday by God's grace. Hopefully, we'll continue every Saturday by 9 p.m. Tbilisi and Nigerian time 6 p.m. EST. That should be 4 p.m. or 12 p.m. If I'm wrong, I'm going to put it in the comment section. So yeah, so this same time every Saturday practically. And if you have any topic you would like us to discuss, maybe from your own, or you need advice from us, not from me, from us. We are a community here, we are a family here. So if you need advice from us, or you want to hear people's opinion based on some situation or some things, you can send us an email at lifecluecontact@gmail.com. And trust us, we will surely reply you, and we'll try our best to put it in the distance. So yes, so you guys already got it right. Pro-choice is you just having a choice to abort, and um pro-life is no matter what, you should keep the child. So I want to know how many pro-lives do we have in the house and how many pro-choice do we have in the house? Like, and I want to know why your option is that. Why did you choose that? Why are you that? Why do you advocate for that? So I really want to know. Casey says, Fermi, you did too, they disturb laughter. Casey said, go and find wife somewhere else. Fermi, they say you should go and find wife. Don't worry, tune in next month. Next month, we're going to, what is it called? We're going to, not next month, next week, we're going to do all things love. So maybe you tune in and probably you find your wife around. So yes, if you want to call in, please, the link is pinned down in the comment section. So please make sure you tune in. We have somebody. Yeah, okay. So yeah, like you already said. So I want to know, you guys, I want to know, are you pro-life or pro-choice, and why is that? Why are you that? Like, why do you advocate for pro-life and why do you advocate for pro-choice? Is it based on cultural beliefs or is it based on religion and all that? So yes, before we go to the case scenario, because I have a case scenario for you guys, so I would like to. So I just want to know, who are the pro-choice and who are the pro-life people, and why do you choose that? Yes, so I want to know, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. Okay, I don't know, it's like a lot of people don't really want to say whether they're pro-life or pro-choice. So, but I want to ask this question. When someone says he or she is pro-choice, do you automatically think he or she is in support of abortion? Chimakali says pro-life, but kept in mind that women are subjected to rape. So I feel that men are kind of bystanders on this decision of pro-life, pro-choice. It's ultimately the women that choose. Okay, yes, I get your point. And I will also come back to that because I have a question based on that, like it should be. So yeah, we have somebody here. It's somebody I really, really do respect, and I believe um should I say opinion will be profound. That's all I can say. So yes, hello
Hi, can you
Binke.
hear me very
How you
well?
doing? Yes,
I'm
and
doing
also
fine.
she's talking not just based on religional beliefs, and because she's also in the medical field, so she can give us
Yeah,
both aspects of things. So that's it. So hello, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me.
Can you hear me?
It's network is break. Can you
Yeah,
hear
I'm
me?
glad you could call. So yes, I can. I
Okay.
can hear you.
All right. So my opinion to this topic that we are discussing this evening.
Mm,
We all know, or maybe if you don't know, for those of us that are online, that pro-life is the child's right to live. Every fetus has the right to
mm,
live, of course. And the pro-choice is the woman's choice to keep or to terminate rather the pregnancy. So, in my own opinion, I
mm,
of course every living being, every even if it's an insect or any animal, has should live, should exist actually. But now, in what
mm,
case? I'm actually in support of pro-choice in some cases. Like I'm not really in support. But in what case am I
mm,
in support of that? For instance, now maybe in a case where the mother's life is at risk. Some pregnancies have complications. So
yeah.
maybe after like maybe between the first trimester, it was they found out that okay, this pregnancy it's going to be a threat to the woman's life. It's going to affect her life. Maybe so they have to choose between the mother or the baby or the child. So
Mm,
in this case, you can't tell me that we should keep the baby because the baby, has a plan. Yeah, of course, the child actually has a plan. I mean, coming to the world, the child will live and will grow and become somebody or something in life. But in as much as we are, weighing the options and looking at it, personally, I feel like it's better they keep the life of the woman or the mother because she will be able to at least after the termination, maybe she might still be able to conceive after that time. So that
mm,
means she will still be able to give birth to other children. So I,
yeah.
I go for pro-choice in that situation, in that
Aspect.
scenario, in that case. And also another case is rape. Now, in this rape case, a very sensitive case because especially if the person that was raped or doesn't even know who raped her or something, or rape is actually not a, it's not a pleasant case. It's a
Mm.
very traumatic case. Like it's traumatizing. So it's not something that the
Yeah.
person would want to keep the child. Even if the person decides to keep the child, the person might at the end fall into depression or something might actually happen to the person. The person might even have mental issue from that. So I think at that too,
And they might even grow
still the,
hatred for the child.
exactly, serious hatred for that child. I think there was a case like that the girl actually killed. I think it was last year. I saw that case on BBC, Nigerian news or something. The lady
Yeah.
actually killed the child. She killed the child because she was raped. Yeah, she killed the child. So
Wow.
as I was saying, so in that case, where it's a rape case, and I feel like it
Mm.
should be the woman or the lady or whoever it's involved in this case has every right to decide if she wants to keep the child or not.
Mm.
Because she can have the child, and at the end, even her life might be miserable. So it's her choice, actually. And okay,
Mm.
and I remember saying something to yesterday that, okay, but me personally speaking, if you know that you are actually involving in any kind of act, I'm going to be a little spirit, please. Like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and this is my own
Yeah.
opinion. I mean, you should not, if you're involved in any act that you know that is going to lead to pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
Terminating the pregnancy is not good. You should be prepared for pregnancy because it involves a lot of things. Pregnancy, you should be prepared for it physically, spiritually, even mentally, financially. It's not beans, actually. Bringing a child to the world. So now, because you're not prepared for the pregnancy, you now decide that, oh, because I'm not ready for a child and you want to terminate, then you should be prepared for the child before the child comes to the world.
Then
So don't
he or she should
involve.
not be involved in what will lead to the case in the
Exactly.
first
Don't be
place.
involved in anything that you have to choose between, oh, should I keep my baby or should I terminate the pregnancy? Because even terminate the pregnancy, actually, it has a complication. We know this medically.
Mm.
They can do this the procedure, and at the end, maybe something happens to the womb. Anything can happen during the termination. Anything
Mm.
can actually happen during the process. We know this medically. Anything can definitely happen. There might be complications from the abortion, actually. So you are
Yeah.
putting yourself at a very, very high risk. So you must consider a lot of things. So like I said, like every living being has the right to live.
Right.
Every child has a right to live. But
Okay.
if there are going to be complications in a case of there is going to be a threat to the life of the mother or whosoever is involved in this case, I'll personally advise that they terminate the pregnancy. So that's my opinion on
Okay.
this.
So are you do you think or do you believe abortion should be available to all women? Or let's circle the word all.
Like available, like everybody should have the right to choose whatever they want to do.
Mm.
Actually, everybody.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
medically we have this autonomy, informed consent. You must
Ah,
have the right.
you see, I told you people she's in
It's the
the
medical
medical
law. I
field.
get it. So everybody, whatsoever, as long as the
Mm.
person is not a minor, if the person is a
Yeah.
minor from between the age of maybe a teenager that cannot choose, that cannot
18.
make a choice,
Mm.
that cannot decide, a parent or a guardian or someone that you
Has
know
to make.
can make the choice for their person. So
Okay.
everybody should choose whatever they want
Mm.
in their life. Yeah, that's it.
Anyways, thank you so much for
Thank you
thank you
for
for
having
calling.
me. I
Thank
enjoyed
you.
it.
I really, really appreciate your point of view, and I like the fact that you gave the reasons why you should be
Yeah.
like if they decide to abort that there are some specific reasons for you why
Yeah.
okay you should
Mhm.
choose that. Yeah, I like that. At least you're not just someone that just stand on no whether it's shegba, whether it's shawo, keep it.
No, it's pro life.
So
We keep baby. Oh.
I like the fact that you have reasons to why you choose something.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And please join
And
us back
and
live.
and before I go,
Okay.
please let me just say this. In case you are listening and you're not a medical student, if a doctor is giving you a particular advice, please listen to them. I
Mm,
feel like they know better. If your faith is strong enough, if they told you that, oh, you are the best
mm,
option for them to terminate the pregnancy, if your faith isn't strong enough to keep the child, you should. But
mm.
if your faith is not strong enough for that, let them do what is best for you. Don't
You're
say,
so
I want baby to live, oh, my child, oh. Let them
like
do what is best. They know
you're
better.
so you're so right because this thing that you just said now, especially from African background, a lot of people
Yeah.
that don't even have the faith to carry the child. and they have medical complications just
Mm-hmm.
because of religion and everything. They'll be like, no, I want to keep my child. And at
Yeah.
the end of the day, they die, and people start, or not even they dying, probably they lose the child, and
Yeah.
they now have complications of not being able to conceive again. They start
Mm-hmm.
blaming, they start blaming God and all that. And I'm like, they are doctors. People told you what to do, and your faith is not enough. If you can't, that's why you have church. If you feel like your faith is not enough, you can call on your
Yeah.
pastor and other people, and I
Prayer.
believe God will guide them and wisdom to help you
Yeah.
in
Not
every way.
responsible to
But
die
just
young.
don't be on your own and
Mm-hmm.
decide that this is this thing, and at the end of the day, whatever happens, you start blaming somebody or something like that. So thank you so much for that advice. Please
Yeah.
seek medical attention if you have a problem,
Yeah.
and yeah, and talk to your pastor or yourself. I don't, your any religion leader you have that you can trust. Talk to them too, and I believe they will be able to guide you. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you for
Please
having me.
join us back on the stream if you can. Bye. So yeah, we just heard Bimpe what she said. What she said is really profound. She's both pro-life and pro-choice. She's pro-choice in terms of, oh, if it's going to cause a problem, if it's going to cause a um, if it's going to have a complication on the mother's life. So yes, in that case, she will tell you, okay, you can choose. So yes, so thank you so much. I really appreciate our belief and what she thinks. So yeah. So let's let's see what the comment section is saying. Someone says, I need advice on how to be friends with Fermi. Fermi says is okay. Let me start from Chimakalu. Pro life, pro life, but kept in mind. Okay, he is pro life, but kept in mind that women are subjected to rape. So I feel that men are kind of bystander on this decision of pro life and pro choice. It is ultimately the women that choose. Yes, I get what you're saying. So yes, you is pro-life, but Chimakala, I want to ask, is it like pro-life on every situation, no matter what happened, you are pro-life? Or okay, you said but it kept in mind that women are subjected to rape. Okay. Yeah, I like the fact that people are acknowledging the fact that there are some situation that is not the woman's fault that she got pregnant in the first place. So I appreciate that and thank you. And Touched Entertainment say, I need advice on how I can be friends with Feromi, Casey, Chimakalu. Oh, don't worry, you can contact them after this. Feromi say is pro-life. Okay, Feromi, why are you pro-life? I want to understand. Is it based on religion, belief? Is it does your I just want to know why you're pro-life. And are there any other are there gray lines or gray aspects to your pro-life? Is it like okay, in some situation you allow the person to choose? When you say pro-life, do you mean like no matter what, keep the baby? Chimakalu says pro-life based on religious beliefs. So Chima, are you trying to say after beside if not for religious belief, would you be pro-choice? That's it. Ornaments, how are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. I'm pro-choice. Okay, why are you pro-choice? I would like to know your thinking behind that, like any reasons why you're pro-choice and reason why you think women should have a right to choose. Casey says this situation is not a straight answer because every bioethical issue is case by case, but largely I'm pro-life. Okay. I like it's like because most of us are in medical field, that's why most of us are thinking in some situation I'm pro-life, in some situation I'm not pro-life. I want to know someone that's not in the medical field. What do you think? Because I feel like those are the people that have the most, in my language, they call it agidi, stubbornness. No matter what, if the mother is going to die, the child should live. Okay, everyone that is pro-life, I want to ask this question. You know, most people believe, some people that approach us says that like the fact that the child is not okay, first heartbeat is between 5.5 weeks to 6 weeks, like after fertilization. So some people believe that the baby is not yet a baby until he or she is born. So what are we going to say to that? That the baby is not yet a baby until he or she is born, or the baby is not yet a child until it's still a fetus, apparently. So what would you say to that? What would your reply to that person be? Because medically they're right, the baby is not yet a baby until I think the first heartbeat is 5.5 weeks to 6 weeks. So yeah. Fermi, let us pray. Which one is let us pray? Mom be looking like Ghana jollof. I beg. We don't do Ghana jollof here. We only do Nigerian jollof. I just joking. Monica Ruth, you're looking sweet as always. Keep glowing. Thank you. Please, I want to get your opinion. What do you think, pro-life or pro-choice, and should abortion be available to all women? So, all people that say they are pro-life, do you think abortion should be available to all women? And please, let's all, that word all, like that means every single woman on earth, should it be available? How you go write exam and no go expect results? Is referring to when people have premarital sex and they complain that they get pregnant. I believe that's what he's referring to. Probably not pro-life if for religious, okay, belief. Casey says wrong notion. Okay. Casey says when the baby is considered an individual is another contention. Which people that are against contraception hold on to? Okay. I get what you're saying. When the baby is considered an individual is another contention. When which people that are against contraception hold on to? Yeah, I get. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yes, they use that as an excuse. So, and I've also heard in arguments, like especially the pro-life, pro-choice people, they'll be like, why the baby is not a baby, so why should they be bothered? Please, if you want to call in, please click on the link. The link is pinned down. The link is pinned down, so click on it. Thank you very much. And I hope I believe it's pinned down, Sha, right? Yeah, the link is being pinned down. Please check and click on it. And I'd like you guys to call in. So yes, I want to. Okay, now let's move to the next question. My question is: if it wasn't for your cultural upbringing, would you still think this way? That's my question. Pro-life or pro-choice? If it wasn't for your cultural upbringing, would you still think this way? Like, would you still think pro-life is the way or pro-choice? Or if not because of your cultural or religious upbringing or your religion, would you still think this way? Or your belief system? Would you still think this way? I want to know, like, do you think it's your culture that formed this in your head that okay, pro-life? Okay, we have somebody calling in. Casey, let's. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good.
So,
Hold on though. I think I should pause your live here so that I won't be hearing you twice. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Good
So,
to be
what do
here.
you think?
So okay, about the thing I said concerning when people are considered to be when a baby or a fetus is considered to be an individual. I think it's
Mm,
something because I don't know how I came across that. I didn't know that there are some Christians that are even really against contraception. I don't know how they came
yeah.
about that and what um and how the idea came and what idea they got from the Bible or where they've seen anything in the Bible that that speaks against contraception. But well, the controversy is the fact that they say that once the egg and the sperm comes together, that a life already exists. So it's the existence of
Mm.
life, and so even the medical pills, that's the contraceptive pills,
Oh yeah, I think.
are
Oh yes, I've
the
heard of something like that. I've heard of
so I,
something like that.
honestly the first time I heard
They
it,
believe
I was shocked.
and some people's arguments based on that is like, oh, God says you should go and born or something like that. You should born. you should go
Fill
and
the
give
earth and
birth.
multiply.
Yeah, and multiply.
But
So they believe
they
that is it.
forgot.
So they don't believe in contraceptives. Anyways,
That's
but
that's that's interesting. So what has that got to do with, what is the relationship between that and, you know, planning your life
I've,
actually?
if I don't know, I really
Like
don't
having
know.
the proper plan, because
I
we have to provide for the people, for the children we bring into the world. We are supposed to groom them. They are seeds that should be grown, and if we don't have what it takes
ah
to raise those seeds, then we are not doing them any good. So well,
yes, some people see it that way.
I haven't really researched so much about all of that, but I just heard it for the first time. That's why I shared it on the chat. um and then I also wanted to like talk about, or just like make a statement concerning the pro-choice thing. So the thing is, everyone has the right to do what they want to do, right? But at the end
Yeah.
of the day, if there is no moderation,
Mm,
if there's no form of everything we do should always be moderation, whether as a Christian, a believer, if you're someone that's religious or not. The extremes are
okay.
always not good. The extreme of everything is always not good. Let us look at it. Extremists in religion, they are bad to the society. Extremists in some certain kind of beliefs is also not good for them and the people around them as well. So I
Mm,
feel like there should always be a balance. But the issue now is, who, like, what are we going to say is, who can we put in place to regulate these things? Because at the end of the day, it's now like, okay, your fellow human being is the one regulating your fellow human being. You get that kind of a thing, like
mm,
you're controlling the lives of other people. So I think that is where most of the controversy is going to lie around, how to put that in moderation. Again, everyone
yeah.
is not expected to be rational and reasonable. Of course, we are going to have people that are unreasonable and all, but how to deal with it is the issue. But I feel like in everything, in as much as we all have our choices, we should be moderate. If you want to be having sex every single day, you should be ready for the consequences that comes with it, and
Mm,
all of that. So I feel like at the end of the day, we shouldn't be, in as much as we have the choice to do whatever we want to do, we should also think about
mm,
the consequences, because if we just do whatever we want to do and feel like you can always abort every single time, that is not fair and that is not right. But when you're doing it for the right
mm.
reasons, then that makes sense.
Okay.
So
So yeah,
that
I get what you're saying. I believe, yeah, and I believe that's the fear of most people that go for pro-life, because they feel like if abortion is available to everyone, they think how will I explain it? They think people will take advantage of it and misuse
yes,
that
abuse
opportunity
it.
and abuse it, and then anybody can. So I think most, I'm not sure, but I'm just saying from what I've read and research, I think that's the fear of where most people that's the fear of most people. Like they feel like, oh, if we allow it now, then everybody can just go to the hospital and say, oh, I want to abort, and it's their choice to do
Yeah,
that.
because you know that there is a provision for you to do it without being questioned.
Yeah,
So
but should we not say like when there is no provision for this? I was actually reading it this afternoon before the show, and it's about let me confirm. I think 9% of stuff in Nigeria. Should I say Nigeria? In Africa, like 9% of the deaths in Africa is based on abortion. Like death of women is because
yes,
of abortion. So if we don't provide means for people to abort legally and in the environment or in the proper situation or environments, don't you think people will go through extra miles by doing things that are not
of
of
course,
this thing? Because
people
also
always
please,
find
people in the
ways.
comment section, people listening, I'm talking to you guys also, you guys can keep commenting down. So because I've seen a situation whereby from a university where I was, there was this lady upstairs of my building. She's a law student, and this lady is the one aborting. A law student aborting.
What?
It's
What?
not funny, but at the same time, it's funny. The day I found out, this lady is smaller than me. And do you guess what she's using to abort? She's using, all these iron hangers.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
That's what this lady is unscrewing. She unscrews the neck and apparently she used that to abort. And I'm like, first of all, this anger can be rotten because all those angers, most times they're always rotten inside when you remove the shell or the cover. Second of all, if this thing hooks your will I say, even bladder or even uterus, that's the end. And why? Because some people will say because they were not given the proper environment to go and consult a doctor to abort. So do you think that should also be a reason why abortion should be available? Is so that it will be people will be able to go through the right route and process to abort.
I believe it should be, because once you place a ban on something, a restriction on something, people always tend to. It's like that is when their this thing is heightened and they want to tend towards that route. Because I
Yeah.
read about a country where they they made lots of drugs illegal and all of these things, and they were incarcerating lots of people. They were
Mm,
putting a lot of them in jail, and they will now have to try to rehabilitate them and bring them back to society when they are released. And then they tried to do another approach. They allowed those things to be
mm,
legal. They made legal every drug, every hard drug, and all of those things. And then they concentrated on trying to equip these people that that are prone to getting
mm,
involved in hard drugs or getting addicted to hard drugs, try to provide for them, make them, try to incorporate them to the society, basically to be useful and helpful. And they saw that the rate of crime related to drugs dropped drastically, not because
mm,
there was a restriction on drugs, but because now the attention of the people have been shifted from something else, from that to something else. So I don't believe that maybe putting strict restrictions and abolishing the this thing completely is going to make anything good. I just feel like there should be another way. That way,
mm.
I cannot categorically say what it is,
Okay.
but I know that there
Anyways,
will be a way. So thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate your what you have to say. And thank you. Thank you. Please tune in, join us back. And
Yeah,
yes, she has a YouTube
yes, I'm
channel. Please, you
available
guys
for
can
sure.
check her out. Huh?
Yes, yes, I'll be in the
Thank
comment
you.
section for sure.
Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, you
Yeah,
guys heard
bye.
what bye. You guys heard what Casey Dana had to say. Our YouTube channel is Casey Dana, I believe. Yeah. So you guys can check out. We actually just did a video together. So my last video we collaborated. So you guys should check out. So we have Jesus Boy. Dana had to say. Our YouTube channel is Casey. Jesus Boy, please can you reduce the volume of me talking?
Hello.
Can you reduce the volume of me talking? I can hear myself.
Sorry, I didn't know I was on mute.
Hello. Hey, the
It's not good that
network.
you can hear yourself. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. It's
Can
not
you hear
good. I
me?
can hear myself.
Okay,
Yes,
so
I
your
can.
it's not good. So
So yeah,
your
thank you for
question is,
calling.
should abortion be made available to? Yeah, sure. Your question is,
All
should
women.
abortion be made available to all women? Right. My
Mm,
answer is yes. It should be made available. Now, in the
okay.
other question, if I'm pro-life or pro-choice,
Mm,
more of, let's say, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it in percentage. I'm going for let's say 80% pro-life, then 20% pro-choice. Yeah, there's going to be times or conditions where the woman will have to abort the baby, as our able nurse has explained in the like the first guest has
mm,
explained. But we need to understand that on a long run, this abortion thing it leads to damage of the lady emotionally and
mm.
physically, like on the
Not
long run.
all,
uh, Sorry, I mean on the
not
long run,
all,
like long term
but those people
emotionally.
that decide to abort. they
Okay,
decided
if you
to do
decide,
that.
yeah, well, okay, if we're talking about the abortion, are you talking about the person doing it only once or doing it
No, no,
continuously?
no matter, I don't know whether once or twice, you choose to do it.
If you are doing it
So,
once, twice, three times, it's definitely going to affect. There's no how you want to say it. It's going to affect the person
okay. Why
physically
would you
and
say so? What if
emotionally.
it's a person? What if it's a person that does not want kids? That actually does not want kids.
Then if that's it, that's why there are what I put it, preventive ways that they are making, preventive methods nowadays that they are making
But preventive.
for
Sorry, it's not like I'm trying to back. But
no at all, not at all.
preventive methods, they're like
Yeah.
99.99%.
The one of what they call it, is it free the womb or clipping the uterus? The IV what do you call it? The
I
IVF.
know
The
what.
IVF
No, not
is
IVF.
like basically
IVF is the one that helps to get children. I think I know what you're
no
trying
no
to
no
say. The one that the
no the
fallopian
one
tube,
that you
clipping
in
the fallopian tube.
not no the ones you put in your I think they insert in the
IUD.
um IUD, yeah. It's basically 100% until you
But
remove it.
some
That's
people
when you
have
start.
how will I explain this? Pain when they actually insert ID into them. They feel like when the I'm not trying to be please people understand I'm a medical student. When
Uh,
when they're having sex, they feel like
yeah.
their partner is getting pain from banging on the IED.
Mm.
I've seen actually there was a case like that in our clinic one time. So in that
Oh,
case, she
really?
doesn't want IUD because her partner was not enjoying the sex because the whole
Then I
insertion.
think I think the next thing to do is to combine this use of contrast. Even the use of contraceptive in the long run is going to
Yeah,
is kind of
contraceptive have
them.
his own
Yeah,
this
like
thing.
everything, but mentioning on your questions, I
Mm,
feel abortion like in most countries the abortion thing is kind of illegal, but I feel if it's
mm,
legal, people will be able to like get the right treatment, as people are saying in the comment, or people have rightly said. But we should know that
mm,
at talking from the medical view now, at I think from 4 to 6 week, the heart is
mm.
already formed. Like you can literally see
Yeah,
the
there's
heart
heartbeats.
during. So that's basically a woman being. Like,
But
let's be sincere with ourselves.
the
That's
woman being
basically a woman
is
being.
eating from me.
So you want to terminate the woman being?
I don't want any woman being that is
Okay,
eating
wait,
from me.
wait now. No, you don't want any now. Okay, your parents now, they are sending you pocket money. If they now decide to cut you off, how will you feel?
Like I always tell them, you brought me to this world. Wherever I was in peace. So
Can you imagine?
I was
Can you
enjoying. If I was
imagine?
with Baba
Can,
God, I was enjoying
can,
in peace and
can
I was
you
enjoying
can you
life to the
imagine?
fullest.
No,
So
but
you drag
basically,
me here, so you have to feed me.
no.
Simple.
If there are cases of I think they mentioned rape, some
Yeah.
abusive
Mm.
relationships also,
Yeah.
all of that. Yeah, they are. I think it's the thing is, you're going based on your question. Yes, it should be made available
Mm.
to women, but me
To
myself,
women.
I'm pro life. Yeah, that's basically
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate
Always
it. See you soon. Join us back
yes.
for this thing. Thank you. So Ornament says yes. Ornament is pro-choice, and Casey IED is still. Oh, okay. Fair. Me. Someone said Casey IED is still not 100%. So what should we now? Violence is able to erupt. Violence is about to erupt. Ah, Chima Kalu says, even men, if your significant other takes the life of your unborn child, I shake my head. They contradict. Okay, now I want to ask this question. Do you believe a man should have a say when it comes to keeping the child or not? Should the man have a say? Like, okay, two people together, then she get pregnant, then they start talking. Should the man have a say in whether to keep a child or not? I really want to know what you guys have to say. Should the man have a say? Like, and if man should have a say, should it be on his own? Like, whatever I say, should it be final or not? So please comment down. I really want to know what you guys think. Should the man? Daniel, thank you for tuning in. He says it's pro-choice. Okay. Touch Entertainment says, but Nigeria state abuse everything. So please let me know if who should have a say. Should the man have the final say when it comes to decision of whether the woman wants to keep the baby or not? Casey said he can contribute and state his opinion, but not the final say. Okay, that's true. Okay. Who else has something to say? Do you guys think the man should have a final say? Not final, but it should be involved. Okay, so now, what if in a situation whereby the woman does not want to keep the child and the man wants to keep the child? What should they do in that situation? The man should have a say only when they are married. Ow. The man should have I think, wait, that is, do you mean the man should have the final say or the man should have a say? Because there's a difference. Like, if it's the man should have a say, yeah, okay. But is it that the man should have the final say and say only when they are married? So is that the man should have a say only when they are married, or the man should have a final say only when they are married? Because if you say final say only when they are married, but in this situation, it's the woman that is carrying the baby. Cases say no be him, they carry the baby. That's what I'm thinking too. So Daniel, please, I want to know where you're coming from. Do you mean like, oh, final say or just a say? And why should it be only when they are married? But two people come together to form a baby now. Why have sex in the first place without protection? Let's talk about it. Yeah, I understand. Yes, Pelumi, why have sex in the first place without protection? But also be reminded that married couples also go partake in abortion. Yes, married couples partake in abortion. Some don't want, and slip up happens. Even with protection, like we already discussed when Fermi called, we could deduce that protection is not 100%. So the best thing is to stay away. So Chimakali says, if he's married to the woman, yes. Please, I want to understand, is it like final say or just a say? Fermi says, what if they are finding it difficult to get a child? I don't get. What if they are finding it difficult to get a child? To get a child as in how? Fermi, please explain that. Daniel says a say not financial because some situations can be life threatening. Okay, yes, exactly. It should just be a say, not final. I don't know what you guys think, but I believe it should just be a say, but not final say, because it's not the man that's carrying the child at the end of the day. It's not the man that is going through the emotional not trauma. Having a baby does not cause you, to some people it does, to some people it doesn't. So in any way, trauma, joy, it's the woman that is going through it. Fermi say you can't just decide on your own after trying for a long time. Oh, okay. You can't just decide on your. I get, but why would someone that is trying to have a baby for a very long time now finally have the child and now decide to not want the child? Ah, there's problem. Oh. Hey. Then they say protection is not 100%. Exactly, protection is 100. Protection is not, even contraceptive is not 100%. And there are some cases whereby the woman is even pregnant and she doesn't even know she's pregnant. So in that case, contraception part has passed away. Femi says, and then the medical practitioner should be involved. Okay. If the picking okay, cancer says rod a sweet and they make okay. Balumi says, Miss married couples who don't need kids yet can always come together and talk about it. Their family planning. Why have sex and talk about abortion? That's a long thing. Why have sex and talk about abortion? Okay. But in this case, you guys should let us know that the case of protection has passed. Now they are pregnant. So who should have a say? Should it be equal, or should it be based on the man, or should the woman have the final say, or the man should have the final say, or whatever the man says, that's what we're doing. Casey says, if they are finding it difficult to conceive, why should they be thinking of abortion when they are actually looking to conceive? Exactly, that's my point. So that is just, no, that doesn't sit well with me, because you were looking for something and you found it, so why? So, okay, Gilbert. It dey happen o, congenital effect case study. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Now I understand where Fermi is coming from. She is trying to say that even when they've been trying to conceive and they finally did, but in a situation whereby the child is a threat to the mother, or the child has a congenital defect. When they say congenital defect, for those that are not in the medical field, it means when the baby has something, one way or the other, like the baby is not in the right form or something like that, defect. So what should they do? If the man says they should keep the baby and the woman says no, what should happen? That's it. So yes, okay, now let's go to my case scenario. Daniel says sex is not by force. It's not by force, no matter the situation. The woman is playing a major and delicate role. So a man can't just say, keep it by force. What if she dies? Thank you. That's true. It's practically the woman's life online. Like, to women that have given birth and those that are looking forward to giving birth. I appreciate you guys. So yeah, what do you guys think? Please let me know. Pro-choice because you have the right to choose. Oh, Mighty says pro-choice because you have the right to choose. So please, if you want to call in live, please try and click on the comments pinned. Please click on it to call in live. Thank you so much. And also click on the like button if you're yet to. Thumbs up, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. And if you're new here, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. We do this every Saturday, this same time, every Saturday. If there's any changes, we are going to alert you guys and let you guys know. If someone comes to you about the case, what would you do? Your advice. So now my case is, there's a lady that she was going for a class, she was going to school, and on her way to school, night class, she got raped. So in that situation, she got raped, and normally people who get raped, in case, I don't pray for that on anybody or wish anybody that, if you get raped, like, if the first thing you should do is you seek medical attention. They would try and flush off anything. So in that situation, she got raped, and then she later found out that she was pregnant. Maybe a month after, she found out that she was pregnant, and she's looking to abort, but in a situation whereby she's from a religious background, whereby she's not allowed to abort, and her parents is not in support of abortion. And she wants to abort, and at the same time, she's having the guilt of, should I abort or should I not abort? If she aborts, she'll feel guilty. If she doesn't abort, she'll feel guilty. So what would your advice be to such a lady? If she comes to you now seeking for an advice, what would you advise her to do? So I want to know. Casey says some congenital effects are not compatible with life. That is, the child cannot live, and even the child lives it. It's only for a very, very short time. True. That's true. Fermi says, and those that are compatible with life. So Fermi, what do you think they should do? Do you think they should keep the child even with that situation? Even those that are compatible with life, man, I believe you have to sit down and think well and pray about it. or do whatever gives you peace. You have to sit down and think about it, because having a child with defects is not that easy. It's time taking, it's money consuming, it's just a lot, and you need a lot of strength to do that. So yeah, I don't know. I hope none of us is in that situation, and I don't wish that on anybody. So yeah, I don't know. So it's their destiny. I believe they will check out their lifestyle and what they will decide what is best for them. Such entitlement says society and religion are not fair to women. That is not a new. That that is a constant case. Society and religion, no. But now, okay. Daniel says, I beg, do what's best for you, my dear. If but if na rape, I won't lie. It's best to abort because of the psychological effect. It will be draining. Mm. Okay. So what do you guys, that's Daniel's response to that question. He says he's going if it is rape, like the person should do what is best for not he or she. There's no he. Hopefully. I don't know about years to come, but for now, there's no scientific system that makes men get pregnant. But yes, for she she do what is best for her. Fermi says she's wanting to abort. She's wanting to abort already. My advice is for her to go ahead, because if not, she might end up taking her life due to anxiety, depression, and so on. Okay, profound advice. So you guys, other people, what do you guys think? Ornaments, Monica, Gilbert, Touch Entertainment, every other person, please, if you're joining us, please click on the like button. And if you're backstage, please, if you're not commenting, please try. If you want to call in, please tune in, call in. We'd like to hear what you have to say. We'd like to get your opinion. The link for calling is pinned down in the comment section. There is a man can carry a baby. Really? Wow. I have to actually research on that. I never knew that that's true. Wow, science is going really far. I never knew that. So yes. So what would you guys do? She got raped while going to school, and based on her religion, she's not allowed to abort, and her parents will not even allow her to abort in the first place. And she herself, she's conflicted because she doesn't know if she should abort or not. She wants to abort because she's scared of growing an hatred for the child, and because, of course, the situation is not pleasant. That's whole thing is not pleasant. So she wants to abort. And also, on the other end, she feels that she's going to feel guilty if she does, because of her beliefs in the first place that she's not supposed to abort. So what would your advice be? Your advice has to come in two forms: advice on how to delete the guilt, and advice on if she should or should not. Because if she comes to you as a younger sister or anybody, and she believes, like, whatever you say is what she's going to do. So yes, that is it. What would your advice be? What would you tell her? So you're solving two cases: should she abort or not, and how should she deal with the guilt? Daniel say Trisha, but fair me, you go carry belle. You go like carry belle. Free maternity shoot for Baba. At least he's even a photographer already. So he will just set the camera and sit down in front of the light and snap himself. So what do you guys think? I really want to know what you guys think in that situation. And okay, if you're going to say abort, and if you're a parent to that child, please let's not forget the parents involved in this case. If you're a parent to that child, what would your advice be? Like, would you skip on your belief, like, oh, or would you tell her to have the child and you guys will take care of it? Or what would your advice be, like, if you're a parent, if you're the parent of the child, of the person that got pregnant, I'm saying, that got raped, what would you be? Why would a woman not abort when a Nigerian police force dismissed a woman for getting pregnant because she is not married? Nothing was done to the man. See, that country, their case, let's just leave it on this side. So what do you guys think? You guys should let me know. Like, if you're the parent to the child, like to the lady that got pregnant, what would you do? Would you advise her, even though you are a strong believer of do not abort, would this make you change your mind? Like, would this change your mind? Free the parents, they are not the ones carrying the baby. Okay. But some people can't do something without their parents. They need the support of their family members and stuff like that to go ahead with this thing. So you guys should let me know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Please click the like button if you're yet to, and if you want to tune in, if you want to call in, please, you can do that by clicking on the comment section pinned down. If you say keep the child, are you ready to take responsibilities? So yeah. Then it says some parents force their kids to abort because of disgrace. Sometimes the child's life is at risk and they can even lose the ability to have a child. So I think in some cases we need to think deep. True. What is your reason for telling the child to keep? Is it based on your own community status, or because you're scared of losing the child? Femi say have discussion and help her through whatever decision she concludes. Okay, I like that. That means you're a supportive parent. That means you just discuss with her and find a solution. And please, while discussing with her, you don't push, because some people discuss with you and they push their opinion on you. There are people like that. So yeah, I agree with what you said, and then yes, too, I agree with what he said. Scared of losing my child. Yeah. So what do you guys think? What would you guys do in that situation? And if you say keep the child, are you ready to take responsibility as a parent? Are you ready to take responsibility as a parent? And what other options are available? Please, if you want to call in live, you can do that by clicking on the comments section, by clicking on the comments pinned down. I really do appreciate it. So what do you say? You can abort though, but we should you can abort though, but we just need to come down to a solution. Okay. Then it says, I am with God, now him give me grandchild. Give the child for adoption. Okay, yes. Fermi, when you say give the child for adoption, I see so many cases that people will say, oh, give the child for adoption, give the child for adoption, give the child for adoption. You as a person and as an individual, what are you doing in the society to help those people that are being given for adoption, those people that are being kept in motherless baby home? Are you contributing to it in any ways? Because pushing a child into a system that doesn't even work. Imagine putting a child for adoption in Nigeria. It's not funny at the same time. It's funny. Like, it's no future future you will regret it. Or maybe sha. Okay. So what do you guys, the system of hunger and bad education, exactly. So I'm referring to the comments of Fermi. Fermi said give the child for adoption. So those people that believe that the child should be given for adoption, and to those people listening to me also, everyone wants the child to be given up for adoption. What are you doing to contribute to the system? Ask yourself, you want the child to be given up. Are you ever planning to adopt a child in the future? Like, because I've had cases of people say, oh, I can't adopt a child. They see it as a taboo. Even when families find it difficult to have babies, they still see it as a taboo to adopt a child. They feel like, no, he's not their child, and stuff. But we are the one that keeps saying, give the child up for adoption, give the child up for adoption. So what exactly are you doing? And to those people that say keep the child, I want to also ask this question. Are you going to ever contribute to that child? If I'm your friend that comes to you now and tell you that I'm pregnant and you tell me to keep the child and I decide to keep the child, will you be there for me always? Or when it's time for you to be there, you don't even remember me or you run away? So are you ready to take responsibilities? Not the home pass. Okay. Not the home. Fermi, I think he's replying to what I said. Not the home per se, but to a couple who needs a child. Oh yes, I get what you say, but to a couple who needs a child, but in an environment like Nigeria, sorry that I keep referring to Nigeria because that's where I grew up. In an environment like Nigeria, where people see it as a taboo to adopt, they think is a strange thing for you to adopt. They prefer you to even be childless than you adopt. Yeah, they think it's a taboo. So in that situation, it's difficult to find a couple that needs a child. So yeah. Um Fermi says I will. Oh, that place no be country. Mr. Touch, leave Nigeria matter. That's one ad, Sha. Ah, okay, yes, it is. Ijoma, hello, how are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Before I take responsibility of the child, I would try to see if the father can contribute. If he wouldn't, then I would have to take sole responsibility if it's my child. Okay, I get what I say. Before I take, okay, you see if the child father would contribute. What if it's a father that does? Okay, you already answered the question. You said if he wouldn't, then you take sole responsibility if it's my child. So now that means you're pro life practically, right? I think from what I'm reading, you're pro life. You're going to keep the child and you try your best to take responsibility for the child, whether the father wants to or not. Yeah, that's right. That makes sense. That makes sense. Then it says, I am your friend. I am a friend, though, not the same surname, but sure, the best I can do, I will do. Yeah, I get you're my friend, but I'm just saying, like, to those people that hammer it on the nail, I say, keep the child, keep the child, keep the child. Are you ready to help me in that situation? I don't want a situation whereby you just say it with smart, but you're not ready to put in action. You're not ready to help me in any way. So, yeah. I just says if it is a friend, I would support as much as I can. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. I like if you have a friend that is in a situation whereby aborting or not aborting that got pregnant, please don't desert them. Getting pregnant is not a disease. I've seen a situation whereby because the person got pregnant now is like a taboo. Why? You were once a pregnancy. Should I say that you were once a pregnancy? So yes, if you have a friend that got pregnant, yes, she made a mistake already, and that doesn't mean you should start making her feel guilty. Trust me, that person's already feeling guilty on his or why do I keep saying his or her own? There's no his in our own way. Your own thing you can do is support. Of course, there's a little support you can give. Not it might not be monetary. It can just be in terms of time by helping. Yeah, please do because people like that go into depression easily because family and friends don't want them around. So yeah, thank you. Really, Farah said really. Which one is really? What are you really about? I wish to adopt though. Oh wow. Okay. I think yeah. I would say I used to wish, but yeah. I don't know what the future says. I might not. Yeah. I think they are kids, adopting kids, especially when all your children are grown and the house is born. Then it says, I mean, you can be a parent and not a father. Two different things. True. Some people are fathers. Some people are sperm donators. Sorry, I'm not sorry at the same time. Some people, when I mean sperm donator, they just created something. They just created something. So that's true. Then yes, also. Oh, also, I think anyone can be a parent and not a mother or a father. True, then yes. Parents born being a father had a lot of responsibilities, not just financial. Pregnant, okay, yes, I get you what you're saying. What he said, I believe that too. Not everybody can be a father. Like everybody can be every most men can produce sperm to become a fetus. But when the baby comes, they're not ready to take responsibility. They're not ready to. It's not even about finances. There are some parents that you see. There are some parents that you see that yes, they don't have the money, but they are doing their best. They are trying their best to take responsibility. There are some people that no, they are not ready to. And I keep asking that question. Then why are you having sex when you know that when this thing turn out to be like this, you are going to jackpot? Okay. Touch entertainment say pregnancy is a disease, one part of the world. Oh, in Nigeria, sorry. Yeah, some people think it's a disease, especially if you're not married. Please, it is not a disease. We were all a pregnancy. Ambassador to Nigeria, as Mr. Touch. Exactly. Yes, 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 yes. I agree with what Donnie said. Not every father is a. I don't even know how to coin the word or put it together, but I believe you understand. Not everyone is a jackpot. It's true now. Some people will jackpot. Some people will say they are not doing that, and I'm like, when you are doing it and it's sitting, you are not. You not know that this is the result. Anyway, so what do you guys think? I still want to know what your thoughts are and what would it be? And if you say options are available, what are the options available for someone that is pregnant? If you want them to keep the child, what are the options available? What do you think the person can do? When someone says he or she is pro-life, do you automatically think he or she is in support of abortion? Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Because a lot of people, when people tell you that, oh, I'm pro-choice, some people just feel like, oh, she's a supporter of abortion. I'm like, okay, how is the person stating that they are supporters of abortion? Mm. So yeah, please, if you're here to click the like button, make sure you do. And if you want to call in, please do that by clicking on the link that is pinned down in the comment section. We really love to hear what you have to think to say. Daniel said, get a stable job until you can't work no more, if that makes sense. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but in a situation, okay, what if I'm a student and I get pregnant? What are my options? Should I quit medical school for that? Get a stable job. Job is not easy to find with people. Job is not easy to find. So please, you guys should comment down below. What do you guys think? What are your opinions? Abayomi Babalola, hey, how are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Well, she could go on with whatever she wants, but my advice would be to abort, especially if it's weird to have unwanted child in that society. I believe unwanted child through raping could really affect her. Yes, you are. I understand. I understand where you're coming from. So you ask her to abort, okay? And I get your point too, because depression and people in the society seeing you as a unwanted person. But at the same time, you can surround yourself with people that are profound. You can get a Bible-based believing church, no matter what. And we as humans, we should do better. We should do good, because somebody is pregnant. That person is not deceased. That person does not have a disease. I beg. If your friend or family or somebody is pregnant, support them in whatever they decide to. Even if it's abortion, if they decide to abort, support. I'm not saying, oh, you're sharing them up, or you're saying, oh, go about, go about, go about. But if he or she, what is my own with he? If she decides to, and she did, and you find out that she aborted, that does not mean the person is I don't understand, is a bad person or something like that. You're not in the position to do that. You try and comfort the person, and that's it. So. Daniel said, call child support if available. True, yes, call child support if available. Daniel, child support in which country? Our parents play, okay, Daniel said, our parents play a major role too. Bad parents in Nigeria is another topic, I swear. The only option is either parenting or adoption. Yeah, it's either parenting or adoption. So Daniel says they will rather have a son that is a Yahoo boy than a girl that aborted that aborted once. And I believe we are, yes, as our generation, I believe we are doing better as a community and as a group of people. So yeah, pro-life, pro-choice, should abortion be available to all? Yes, I believe most people agree with that abortion should be available to all. And because it's available, that doesn't mean, or people should misuse it. And I believe that is one of the fears of most people, that because it's available, they are going to misuse the availability of abortion. And at the same time, I personally come from a medical field. I believe there are some situations whereby abortion should be allowed in the case of termination of pregnancy, in the case of being the child is detrimental to the mother's health. So yes, that case, yeah, as a medical person, I would say if that's what you want, I'm not going to force it down your neck because I'm your doctor or anything. I'm just there to give my opinion and my advice based on medical research. And yes, so just say run to God for mercy. Which why you why are you running to God for mercy? So yeah, I think we've really touched on most of it. Please, if you have any question, let us know so that we can all answer it together. And like we said, if you are pregnant and you find yourself in that situation, yes, the deed has been done. Then what is the next step? Do you want to keep the child or do you want to adopt? I say adopt. Do you want to put the child for adoption? And if it's to keep the child, okay, think of every other thing around you. If you need support, find support. You get support. That's why I believe that's why friends are very important in our lives. The kind of people you surround yourself with, people that will support you no matter what. I'm not saying they're sharing you and they're telling that, oh, do bad, do bad, do bad. Of course, I'm not going to support that kind of friendship, but in the cases whereby it has happened, so what is the next step? Friends that will support your decision. And before supporting your decision, they've stated their opinion, they've stated what they really, really think. Oh, somebody has this thing for us. Daniel says some years back, I saw a baby at my door. What do you think is the reason that girl for just abort that innocent baby? Wow. What do you think is the reason? I believe the reason why she didn't abort the child is based on societal this thing one, and probably based on the fact that there is no availability of option to abort. Like there's no, it's not open to everyone too. And yeah. So and I think that's why she decided to put it, and people are not ready to adopt, especially from the country where I'm from. So maybe she thought that the best option is to put the baby. And I've heard of stories like that. And I don't know if you guys, there's a case, I don't know which country it was, that there was this like the there's a box whereby you can drop your babies in it. If you don't want a child, they drop, you go there and you just drop your baby. It's like there, and the motherless home, they take the baby from it. You just put the baby. It's like, will I say ATM, like you just put the baby in it and you drop the baby and the baby comes in. So yeah, there are cases like that too. Wow. So what did you do, Donies? What did you do in that situation? Like the baby died at my, wow. Wow. So you found the baby dead? Deposit baby. Yes, there's a, I can't remember, I'll try and research. There's a there's a country whereby you can deposit your baby in like a container. So somebody that decides to, because of, oh, lack of fear of shame for people that don't want to go directly to people to say, I want to put my baby down. Kale says, is there any age cutoff for abortions for women? Uh yeah, I believe most country, abortion for women, in countries that allow abortion, are obviously for kids that children, for women that are legal already first. And also in some countries, the months for termination is between 5 months to 4 months to 6 months. Yeah, most countries is 4 months to 6 months. After 4 months to 6 months, without any medical condition, they believe you should not abort the child. So yeah, is there any age cutoff for women for abortions for women? I don't know. I don't know if there's any age cutoff. I think there are different situations, different scenario, and that's why you should seek medical attention. And your doctor will tell you what to do and what's right and what's not right. Dr. Impact. Hey, hello, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. He said, yeah, in Korea. Oh, I think you're referring to the whole depositing baby. Okay, we have someone calling in. Hello.
Hello,
Hi, how you doing? Thank you, Daniel, for calling in.
I'm good. Oh. So,
So, I want to understand, how did you find the baby in front of your house?
so like some years back in Nigeria, we're just cleaning the house, and there's this lady that used to clean our compound. She just came to call me like that something was smelling outside. I'm like, what do you mean smelling? I thought it was rat. So poured the dustbin. Like I turned the dustbin down because we
Mm,
don't keep our dustbin in our compound, we keep it outside the gate.
mm.
So as I turned the thing down, I just saw some red particles, I saw blood. Like, maybe they threw fish or something. Only for me to wear gloves, and I started like opening the dustbin one by one. I just saw Ankara, like this, the what Ankara
African prince.
African
Yeah.
print, yeah. So I just saw it, and I carried the thing. It was very heavy. I was like, Jesus, what's this? So I just dropped the thing on the ground. Only for me to open, I saw leg. I'm like, eh?
That means the baby suffocated there.
Yes, I saw leg. I was like,
Wow.
God. I shouted, everything. I called my mom, like, see, oh, I'm seeing leg in the dustbin. I don't know what it is. Oh. They were like, maybe it's not a real baby. They actually opened it. It was a real baby. Oh.
Wow.
But for like maybe 2 weeks, I could not sleep. Because,
So you guys reported to the police, right?
yes, I went to the police station. The police was like, we guys owed you for a year. Now your girlfriend get that picking back. Like, which
Oh
kind,
God.
what's all this? They were like, it's my girlfriend. I'm like, I don't even know
Wow.
anybody that's pregnant. So how will they bring baby to my house?
And I'm very sure a lot of cases have happened like that, but people are scared of going to the police because they are scared
No,
of being
thank God
detained
we know
for
someone like in the police station. So it was that one that was just
um,
helping us with the whole situation.
Nigeria with knowing somebody and knowing somebody. Oh my God.
Nigeria is, but my point exactly now with this situation now, that kind of girl now, I'm sure it's not like someone that is old. It might be a young girl, but
Mm.
what was the parent doing? Like, what were they doing when she had to like bring the baby and drop in front of somebody's house? Because
You
I'm
know what
that
is so
baby died in
funny?
front of my house. Now I see the baby died already.
Yeah, I believe first maybe in the case whereby she has a parent, or yeah, she has parents or guardians, they might not even know that she has a child in the first place. Because some
Ah,
people run away from
on
house,
okay, running okay,
they run
maybe
away
that.
from the house and they come back home doing like nothing ever happened. And to you, don't be surprised that some guardians know about it. Not like they know about it, probably they frustrated her to the point that they told her, whatever you want to do to this child, just do it. Do
Yes,
you
just
understand?
this. Yeah,
And
exactly.
even if she come back home empty and they don't question, they're just relieved. They are what is in their head is at least there's no another mouth to feed.
Ex- exactly.
And
But that
again,
kind of girl,
some
she's
people,
supposed to be able to abort. I don't know.
yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, for the fact that if abortion is available to all, she will be able to go to the hospital. And I still believe, even if abortion is available to all in a country like Nigeria,
There's no
because of
safe
cultural
abortion there.
and religion, yeah, beliefs, there's no safe abortion.
There's
Do
no
you
safe
get?
abortion safe at
Even if
all.
you go to the doctor that you want to abort, I'm very sure they will find a way. You know how Nigerians talk, they'll find
Yes,
a
they'll
way to
talk to you.
guilty
Yeah.
trip you into
Yes.
not. Don't get me wrong, in all countries that abortion is legal, they talk to you. They talk to you.
Yes, it's
Why do you
normal.
want to
It's like a medical
abort?
procedure. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Why do you want to adopt it? Walk you through the steps of aborting and stuff like that. But in a case, I'm very sure in a case like Nigeria, where religion and cultural beliefs have blinded our faces and
That's true.
our
Are you a
mentality,
Christian?
the way they
Are
yeah
you a
the way they
Christian?
talk.
Why are you doing this?
What?
I said they'll say, are you not a Christian? Why are you doing this?
See, they will even tell you, even Muslim or even Christian, they will still tell you the same thing. Even they themselves, they are not Christians. They will still use Christianity to pepper you. so they'll guilt trip you into wanting to keep the child. So the people are not like freely, they can't freely go to the hospital to decide that. First, the fear of meeting somebody that knows your parents will even bombard you.
Yeah, exactly.
Be, like in a country like US now, from medical law and ethics I've studied, even if your doctor knows your family member or something, he
Yes,
or she
they
has
don't have
no
the
right
rights.
to
Yeah, they don't have
tell
the rights. Yes, do get it.
exactly. But in a country like Nigeria, I'm so sure that if they know my father or my mother, they will one way or the other they will drop it.
They will even deceive you and tell you to come and bring your mom self. You will
Exactly
explain.
that. Exactly. So in that situation, I believe that's why. And don't get, and I also believe the lady has already seen your family, how will I explain it? The way your family lives, should have studied you guys to see that okay, you guys are capable of keeping a child or taking the right step,
Yes,
even if you
but
guys don't
not
want to keep the
even
child.
yeah, like not even the dustbin. Trust me, my mom was like, okay, if she saw this baby self in front of the gate, like alive, do you understand? Like I know
Mm.
automatically I don't get a younger brother with that automatically, but no,
Yeah, but
in the
maybe she was
dustbin.
thinking like, oh, you should drop it in the dustbin, like when someone is trying to throw dirt probably, but maybe the
They
next person
see,
that threw the death
did not see, yeah,
was not conscious of what was going.
yeah,
You know how people just throw trash.
yeah,
Even me myself, I just throw trash like,
without
do you
looking.
understand?
Uh,
Without looking, that kind of thing. So
yes,
probably that's our thinking. And I'm very sure before she dropped the child, she would have studied your family to see that okay, first, you guys are probably capable of keeping another child or feeding or
yes,
taking
yes.
the right procedure, like probably
We're
going to the
actually capable
government
of taking
and
care of the child, but the point is, why did they kill that child? Innocent baby.
is the
It's
I'm
sad.
very sure the person never meant to kill the child. It's just suffocation. The child just probably lack of oxygen and stuff like that. That's just it. Wow, I'm so sorry you had to see to be in that kind of situation.
I know it was bad. It was bad. Trust me, it was bad.
Anyways, thank you so much for calling.
All right,
Join
all
us
right,
back in the comment section.
okay.
Thank you. Listen, Light, how are you doing? She says it's 3 months, Georgia, and it depends on the really gender of the child. Wow. What do they mean by it depends on the so I'm very sure if it's a woman, if it's a girl, the child will have the child you can abort after 6 months. But if it's a baby, after 1 week you can abort. Please comment broaden that explain that thing again for us. It's 3 months in Georgia and it depends on the gender of the child. Wow. Dr. Empath say yeah in Korea. I think he's referring to the case where I say you can drop your baby. Oh, sorry, Daniel, that your mom had to cry. Like, that's actually a sad thing to watch. Fermi says, I've seen cases where the baby is left in canal. Wow. I just said some parents might not be aware, while some lie about the plan for the baby. True. Yes, that's true. Some parents might not be aware of somebody getting pregnant. Like people are sneaky, a lot sneaky, and yeah, that's and probably the child does not want to tell her parents because of the fear of what would they do, what would they say, how would they perceive me, and all that. Fermi says abortion to be available to all. What about the cost? That's true. I never thought of that. What about the cost of this abortion? Like, how much should it be expensive or should it be free of charge? Good point. Nigeria is not big on abortions. That's what, yeah, Nigeria is not big on that. Such and you can't stay in my house with bastard child. 90% African parent guardians religion doesn't support pregnancy. They will torment the hell out of the child. Yeah. Fermi says, so make with the look does be like I'm not saying you should be looking at the dustbin though. I'm just saying I don't know. Daniel said gender. Why? Exactly. Please, let's light. Please explain to us. Like I'm not conversant with the laws in the medical laws in Georgia, and if anybody is there to explain to us, please. I want to understand how gender have to do with the abortion. Like, is it that if the person is a son, if the child or the baby is a boy child, would they reduce the amount of time that you're allowed to terminate the pregnancy, or if the person, and the other way around, if it's a girl, would they increase the amount of time? But man, if that is true, wow. We also, I'm a woman, I'm a girl child. We are somebody. Blame that to bad parenting, I beg. Yeah. People do gender abortion in Georgia. I want a boy, and Scan says it's a girl. Really? Wow. They've even taken it to another step. So in that case now, are they allowed to actually terminate, like the government supports them terminating because of gender? Ah, okay. By God's grace, I want to have a relationship with my kids. Yeah, yes. Please, we as we're grown adults, when you have your child, yes, have a good relationship with them, no matter, so that they can approach you and tell you what they're going through, so that to avoid things like this. I'm not praying or hoping for your child to have any of these scenarios or cases, but at least if you with good relationship, he or she will be able to come to you and talk. And so please subscribe if you're new and click the like button if you're yet to. We'll soon round up. So you guys let me know. Listen, Lights, I really want you to expand more on that. What you said about the gender thing. Like, I want to know like time and what Touch says. It's 3 months in Georgia and it depends on the gender. That's what she said. So I really want to. I want you to tell us about more about it, because that's really concerning. And I think Touch Entertainment is trying to refer to the case that people do abortion, gender abortion in Georgia. I want a boy and Scan says it's a girl. So they know about the they know about the kids. That's okay. That's this. So please, if you're yet to click on the like button, make sure you do, and make sure you do. Please, I really want you guys to do it. So when someone says he or she, okay, we already answered that question. When someone, actually we didn't. When someone tells you that he or she is pro-life or pro-choice, what do you automatically think? Do you automatically think the person is in support of abortion? Let me know. When someone says he or she is pro-life, do you automatically think he or she is in support of abortion? I want to know that, because I've had conversations in the past with people that immediately tell them, if someone among us say, "Oh, I'm pro-choice," they start seeing the person as, "Oh, um, pro-abortion," that the person is in support of abortion. So let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think? Abortion comes to mind first. Wow. Tali says abortion comes to mind first. But I don't think, I think like most of us have said this evening, is based on like most people actually, it's not, the fact is this topic does not have a straight line. It has its own gray areas too, because it depends on the case and it depends on the scenario. Like, would you advise the person to keep the child or not? So, like most of our callers already said to us that they would. Exactly. No, just depends. Okay, true. No, just depends. Because most of our callers already told us that if it's a medical, like if it has to do with the mother's life, they would advise to stop the pregnancy. And if it comes to rape, they will be pro-choice. And if it comes to rape, yeah, they'll be in protest. But most people tend to agree that if it's something that you are doing and fortunately, there's a slip up somewhere, they will tell the person to keep the child. Because, of course, what were you doing? What were you thinking? What do you think it will lead to? So, anyways, I think we're going to end the conversation here today. The next is, but some people are one-way thinkers. Oh, zero abortion. Yeah, that's true. Some people are one-way thinkers, and I think we should all teach ourselves. We should all educate ourselves in that kind of situation. Like, you're not going to live with the pregnancy, and you are not going to live with the child, and you're not going to live with it. There's no excuse for ignorance. That's true. There's no excuse for ignorance. But unfortunately, some people are ignorant, and I think it's in our it's our duty to educate people. And still, even after educating, there are some people that still doesn't want to hear. In that case, just leave them. Anyways, I think we're going to put an end to the conversation today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Donies. Thank you, Kalu. Thank you, Touch Entertainment. Thank you, Ornament. Thank you, Being Pay for calling. Thank you, Lacy Light. Thank you, Feromi. Thank you, Ijoma. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Omoyeni. Thank you, Bami. Ayobami Babalola, thank you so much for calling. I really do appreciate. To everyone, if thank you, Cancer. Thank you, Casey Dana. Thank you, everyone. Please, thank you, Palumi. I really do appreciate you guys. And thank you. And to those I'm unable to call out their shout out their name. And yes, happy birthday to one of our main persons on this live show. Happy birthday to Michael. We love you. And I'm very sure that's why he's not like with us. Probably he's doing some partying and stuff like that. So yeah, happy birthday to Michael. And yeah, so we're going to be ending the conversation here. And if you're here to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button. And if you're here to give it a thumbs up, please give it a thumbs up. This live chats, this live videos have been sponsored by Quality Apartments. Make sure you check them out on Instagram, or you can call that number to get 20% off from your last month rent. So our live chat at night have been sponsored by Quality Apartments, like to keep the lights on to pay for bills and stuff. They have been sponsored by Quality Apartments. So make sure you patronize them. If you're looking for apartments here in Georgia, follow them on Instagram. Follow them on Instagram. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. If you're yet to watch my last video, make sure you click on it and join us next week, Saturday. We are all going to be talking about everything love, everything that has to do with love, 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 love. Valentine is coming. Hey, where's your boyfriend? Yeah, sitting at home. Lonely. Don't worry, all you lonely ladies, we are all with you. I'm with you too. We are all together in this. Don't worry, nobody's shaming anybody. So you guys should join us on Saturday again, this same time. To I'm going to bring out the topic. I don't know what yet, but it's all going to be based on love. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. And please share to your friends and family. Let's subscribe. And if you are together with your friends and any conversation in gathering, you can watch the video and to hear their opinion and their views on things. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.